Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today we from group 15. We will present about entrepreneur profile. We were tasked to select an entrepreneur who was successful in his business. Without wasting any time, let's get started. Group name. So the first name is Muhammad Shafiq bin Cik Hamid, and second is me, Muhammad HAIKAL bin ROSLI. So the introduction. According to University Utara Malaysia, the entrepreneur in English means entrepreneur, while in Malay, an entrepreneur means an individual who is working on a business or organization to achieve a specific goal. The entrepreneur is an individual who is willing to take the risk of starting their own business based on the capital and ideas that are owned. In other words, this entrepreneur is defined as an individual who conduct business and risk the business ventures performance. Entrepreneurship background. The name entrepreneurship is Nur FATIHAH binti AZMAN, age 30 years old, gender female, status Nur FATIHAH binti AZMAN is married, this origin Kampung Manal Jaya in Tanah Merah, Kelantan. Next part. How did she start the business? She started her business on a small scale by opening a stall at the night market site in Manal, Tanah Merah, Kelantan. She opened with her husband on 25 March 2020. Next part. What are factors that lead to the creation on a business? Firstly, the financial problems faced by his family as a result of the movement control order. Next, she as a Malaysia was also affected by the problem. And the last, she started discussing with her husband to open stall selling ayam goreng DEBOK at the night market site in Manal, Tanah Merah, Kelantan. So this part is company background. The name of company is DEBOK Chicken. Next, what types of business in the running in what industry? So the running business is fried chicken, chicken chop, chicken rice and deep noodles. And industry is food and beverage. Next, who are the target customer? The target customer is villagers who live in the area Kampung Manal and student. How does she run the business? Because she runs her business with her husband and using the application WhatsApp and COD. And the last, how many employees does she have? She is 10 employees.
So next, we move to the entrepreneur before starting the venture. She previously had experience working at Maxim Textile Technology Sendirian Berhad in Senai, Johor, around 2015 after graduating from UiTM Shah Alam, Selangor. She was a graduate student majoring in graphic design and digital media. However, she returned to her hometown in 2018 to get married. In addition, she also works as a freelance graphic designer. So the example we can take as a lesson here is that she is a person who dares to try new things from the field of graphic design to the food business due to the challenge during the COVID-19 pandemic in March 2020, causing her to be willing to take risks by developing small-scale food stall business until it has successfully opened a restaurant after more than 2 years of business. However, her intention to become an entrepreneur in the food and beverage industry never crossed her mind because previously she only focused on his graphic design career independently. But due to COVID-19 pandemic caused her to take a drastic decision to start a food business to cover her family's financial burden during the movement control order season. Next, her father is AZMAN Ismail, who was a former officer who served in the South Kelantan Development Authority, Kesedar, in Gunusang, Kelantan. And her mother is named Ni Azizun, who was a former teacher of a religious school, which is Sekolah Rendah Agama Arab Darul Ulum Diniyah, located at Jalan Padang Siam, Alu Pasir, Tanah Merah, Kelantan. So next, the entrepreneur, at the time she started the venture. The main motivation for FATIHAH binti Azman to start the DEBOK chicken business was because she wanted to earn a living to reduce the burden of financial problem faced by her family who had just gotten married due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So this prompted her and her husband to plan to build a street stalls to sell cheese fried chicken only at the beginning. So she also provides a cash on delivery COD service with free shipping cost to her customers without taking any wages. So far, DEBOK Chicken has only used the internet networks in apps like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Shopee to market its business to the public. The main channel is the Facebook to inform the public about the operating hours, whatever the store is open or not, as well as the menu and prices of the food it sells. While WhatsApp, they used to accept order by cash on delivery for customers who live in the surrounding area. She's also used Shopee to sell his fried chicken flour to the customers who live in other states using service JNT Express Sendirian Berhad. Controlling in the early stage of a business is indeed a major challenge as a trader in the food industry. This is because raw chicken stocks are sometimes difficult to obtain from suppliers, especially when the COVID-19 outbreak hit the country. As a result, they not being able to do business for several days due to the cut of supply of chicken from the supplier causing her to be unable to provide food to the customers and had to close the shop temporarily. In addition, a business plan is indeed very important for the entrepreneur herself to see whatever her plan to develop her business at the same time. So it also helps the entrepreneur look at the business idea and plan carefully and critically, as well as a guideline for achieving what is planned. At first, she was less prepared and unsure to start the venture. However, after being persuaded by her husband and both parents, she dared to try new fields to realize her desire. In addition, the whole family also supported her and also helping her to start business at the first time at a stall. So the last part is conclusion. An example that we can learn here is the courage of Nur FATIHAH binti AZMAN to try something new outside her field to ease the financial burden of her family due to the COVID-19 pandemic that hit the country at that time. As a result, she has managed to open a larger eatery than just trading at roadside stalls before to provide comfort to his customers who come to dine. Therefore, the most important key factor of her success here is our determination to achieve success by boldly taking any risk as a challenge of someone who is an entrepreneur. So that's all from my group. I hope we have something to learn from this. Thank you.